Hi everyone, I'm Shamla. So this YouTube channel is all about a quick 10-minute short videos on my experiences on different situations. It is professional, educational and health relevant. Do share, like and subscribe to this channel and spread a word on this channel. So let the knowledge spread to everyone else and let it help to everyone. Hi, today I'll be mainly covering 4 must-read books that you should read during your architecture studies. Though currently I'm working as a product designer intern, my previous bachelor's degree which I did was in architecture. Then I switched myself to my master's. Like I started working as a user experience UX UI designer intern, and then I'm doing my master's here in London in user experience design. So here this video is all about my previous experience I had, and the lessons I learned, and these are certain books I felt during my bachelor's degree when I was about to finish my 5th year of architecture, where I wish I knew these 4 books when I was studying in my 1st year of architecture. So I would love to recommend you. So this would be helpful and you should not miss out on things what I missed by the time I entered into my 5th year of architecture. I started my bachelor's degree in 2018, and at that time I was always confused as to from which book I have to start reading with, because there were too many resources, too much resources in our library. So as per my experience over the last 5 years of architecture, I would love to recommend these 4 books. Okay, firstly, starting up with the first book, that is Form, Space and Order. This is by Francis D. Ketching. So here, this book mainly gives you the basics on how form or shape can be looked in a spatial design angle. It gives you a basics of sketching on design thinking, and also converting a form into a space in an orderly manner. So do check out this book definitely. And then my second recommendation of book is 101 Things I Wish I Learned in Architecture School. So this book is mainly by Matthew Frederick. So this is an excellent book for early beginners who are in their 1st year of architecture, so who are about to start their architecture school. This book mainly gives you a small quotes and its meaning with sketches, and gives you a very basic and easy to understand on how to start on design thinking in a space in architectural perspective. So a highly recommended book by me for beginners. So my third recommendation of book is Neufeld Standards. So this book is mainly by Ernst Neufeld. So this is one of the best book for architecture students. I would highly recommend, who are studying in their architecture school, mainly to understand the practical dimensions when designing a space. To give an example, when you're trying to design a classroom space, or it's not just designing about what form and what architectural interior elements will come inside that space, but also understanding what is the size of the bench and chair, and what it should be, the standard dimensions between the benches, and also the distance between the door to a lecture table, and what is the comfortable space that for comfortable space for a person to walk in between the benches, and to comfortably walk throughout the entire classroom. All of these standard dimensions will be provided in this book. This is a must book you should be knowing to understand the spatial aspects of when you're designing the space. Coming to my last recommendation, that's 4th recommendation, is Time Saver Standards for Building Types. This is by Joseph Duchiara and Michael J. Crosby. So this book is very similar to Neufeld's, but a very major difference is that its dimensions are very precise and very detailed and very specific to different building categories. So to give an example, consider you are planning to design hospitals, okay, There you are trying to design, mainly like looking into the healthcare category. Okay, there mainly in this particular book, if you're planning to design a hospitals, you'll be looking into the healthcare category, and there you'll be looking at the hospitals and their standard dimensions. So here you need to consider on, and one more thing is not just the dimensions but even the important parameters like the orientation, and then the ventilation you need in in a hospital space, and then the spatial aspects as to how much space you need to live between the walkable space inside a hospital room, or it could be in a clinic or in a like ICU theaters and all. So yeah, this is one of the very highly recommend book I would like to recommend for you to read. So these are my 5 highly recommended books that you should be reading through in your first year of architecture, which I wish I knew if someone would have told me, till I realized by the time I entered into my 5th year of architecture. So I highly recommend this books for you to read. And also every particular semester concentrate on one part of the design. So by the time you enter into your final 5th year of thesis, you will be understanding the different aspects of design and what is the process you need to follow to approach towards the topic what you come up in your thesis. So with this, I'll end this video. Thank you so much for giving your time for watching this video. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.